brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no, and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no, but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be knowing what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been on my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's on the data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit! Gun! Gun! Gun!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brooks. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards now. Go around a first down as well. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Lucky 56.
Brooks operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Brooks throwing on 3rd and long. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Brooks to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daquan Jones able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Brooks now from the gun. He'll throw into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now a handoff working right. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And on the ground they go with the running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Easy. 150.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 up near midfield. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now Brooks to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Brooks. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Brooks to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And some room to maneuver. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
The sack on 1st down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the 1st. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll go with a ground attack here. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Back to throw. Brooks. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd down, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. And a short gain here down to the 22. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Brooks looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Watch the quit. Watch the quit. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Detroit. Hot. Hot.
Here's Brooks. Operating from the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10.
Hey, got three down.
Working out of the gun. Wentz. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Carrying this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Brooks now. A final shot before break. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And this one is incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Even. Boys, hot.
Play fake. Winston. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other. That's caught at the 25. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. 49 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On play action, Winston. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Will Fuller, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Brooks to throw. Throwing on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Brooks to throw on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Watch him now, Barney!
And on the ground they go with a running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down. Brooks. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Gone! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Brooks. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 49 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Winston. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Let's go now.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They get it to him running left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right go.